Hey, Jack.
Okay.
All right, make sure you say hi to John Bremer.
Yes, hi, John Bremer.
What'd you do, shut it off?
Gary, we ready to get going?
Yeah, do you want to give instructions while I get ready?
Yep, okay, go ahead. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Gary is our MC tonight, and he has a special introduction that he has worked the last 3 days on, much to Amy's chagrin. So in order to really get a full appreciation of what he's done, I would like everybody right now to be on the gallery view, which is the upper right-hand corner where you can see everybody. Can everybody get there?
I'm on gallery view.
Okay, gallery view is what
I
you
gotta
want.
go get my
All
mask.
little boxes, right? Okay, then go to Gary's.
How do you get to gallery view on a tablet?
Um,
Because we're on a tablet and I can't figure out how to do that.
I think Joy, you might be in gallery view all the time.
I only see speaker mode. I mean, that's what we're in, is speaker mode.
You-
But I don't know how
yeah.
to change it.
If you see all the boxes, then you're on gallery.
I don't.
It'll say speaker on the top, and then you can switch.
I
to
don't have that box on my tablet.
Yeah, on a tablet, you're not going to see all of gallery view.
okay, well, if those of you can see Gary's
What are
little
you
box,
talking about? Do you know?
Yeah, gallery is like the audience.
We planned that this was going to take a long time, so I had time to get dressed.
They're here.
okay.
No.
I'm watching them.
If you're on gallery
Don't
view,
have it. I have it
okay, hang on.
upstairs.
All right, I'm muting people.
Well, that's
Okay. If you're on gallery view, go to Gary's little box and you'll see a red curtain. Everybody see Gary's red curtain?
Yep.
Okay. Put your cursor on Gary's little box and you'll see the word mute come up. Do not hit that. Instead, on the right-hand side, there should be 3 little dots in a blue square.
Yeah.
Everybody find 3 little dots in the blue square?
Yep.
Okay. Click on the little blue square with the little white dots and a menu will drop down and hit pin video. Pin video. And once you do that, the only person you should see on your screen is our MC.
Oh,
Okay?
very distinguished.
Woo!
Yes.
Look at
Nothing
that
about
guy.
the best for Grantville Allied Gardens. Anybody else need me to repeat that? Okay.
Is everybody set?
Gary,
Save for the
Yeah.
occasion.
Okay, you guys ready for this?
we're ready.
All right, well, let me get backstage, all right?
Okay.
Hold on. I'll be right back.
I'm
Okay.
really scared.
Ready?
Y'all ready?
Ready.
All right, I want to welcome you all. Let me tuck in my shirt.
Try to tuck in your shirt.
Somebody get a picture of that.
Okay. Try to forget you just saw that.
Okay, forget that his fly was open.
Yeah. Forget all that.
Okay.
And that's going to be really, really hard to
This
forget.
is the work in progress.
This is so worth the membership.
We may have children on this broadcast.
Okay. Hang on.
Okay, okay, good.
All right. Yay. Woo!
We're gonna rock this place. Wait, I need my hat. Hat.
That's pretty freaking cool.
There you go. Okay. Okay. All right.
Ah.
So we are all set. Welcome to the 60th annual Kiwanis, G.A.G Kiwanis installation. This is going to be a time to remember. We have got things going on tonight that'll be so much fun. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. How's everyone doing out there?
Yay.
Hey, yeah.
All right. So let's see. We're going to start with the Pledge of Allegiance. Let me get my, hold on.
I guess
Oh, that's right. Wait, let's see.
Where's your stage help?
The stage help. Well,
2 layers of screen.
right over there.
it's really good.
Okay, so we are gonna start with the Pledge of Allegiance and Pinky Ho. So we need a flag. And Pinky, are you ready to lead us in a Pledge of Allegiance?
Yes.
Right there.
Get the flag out there.
Okay.
All right. All right. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the
Of the
United States
of America,
America.
to the
and to the
republic
republic
for
which
which
stands
stands one
one
nation,
nation,
under God,
under God, indivisible, with
liberty and
liberty and justice for all.
Go Padres.
You like the flag?
Yes.
Love it.
Love a flag.
Let's sing. Wait. Down flag. You're a grand old flag. You're a flag.
And please may you wave
Love
of the strand
every heart that beats for the red, white, and blue, and it's never above the red. Should all acquaintance be forgotten, your eye on the grand old flag. Cha-cha-cha. Thank you, flag boy. Okay. Would like to have John Chappelle with the invocation.
Yes. Am I audible that you can hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, good. This will be better than my joke I gave this morning. So we're on the same day. It is the first day of the new Kiwanis year, specifically 2020-2021. And we want to say God bless to those who have chosen to be our officers for this year, and board of directors and the chairs of the various aspects of our club. To those we hope and wish that their guidance will provide it with a continuation of our health and our happiness for the year to come, and to God bless. And I say amen to that.
Amen.
All right, at this time, I would like to talk about or introduce the guests. Now, let's see.
Hang on, Gary.
Yes.
We need to have a remembrance first.
Oh, okay. That's still John Chappelle.
No, I will take care of that from here. This year we lost a few people who are near and dear to us, inside and beyond our club, and so we want to take a moment to remember those who we've lost. If I can share my screen here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, here we go. No, it'll work. Hang on. Here we go. So this is just in memory of those that we've lost.
That was beautifully done, John.
That was well done. Thank you very much, John.
Thank you, John. That was very nice indeed.
Yeah. So now I'd like to talk about our guests. And I think the first one, the most important one, is our 2019-2020 Lieutenant Governor for Division 21, Craig Bratland is here. Yay.
Hello, everybody. Nice to be here.
Thank you for coming. Let's see. How do we do the other guests? Is Phil Bennett here and Bev?
No.
All right, John, do you have a guest? John Chandler.
Talking to you.
Yes,
Would you like to introduce your guest?
you must be referring to Mr. Larry Hamilton.
Well, or the one next to you.
Adult.
Oh, you bonehead.
No, Pam Chandler, your wife.
Oh, that
Hey, John, I'm not your wife.
Oh my God.
lady.
Okay, so anyway, Jack Scott has a guest at all.
You have to wait a minute.
Okay, okay.
Wait. Time out.
You have to remember I'm recovering.
Yeah.
This is my lovely wife, Fred. Pam is the love of my life, and I'm glad she's here with me.
But he just happened to forget about her.
And so Jack Scott has a guest over, Larry Hamilton, who brought a guest over, Janice.
Oh,
So welcome.
Welcome.
Guys, thank you for having us.
I heard you
let's
mention my
see.
name, but I don't know what you said.
What did you say?
Jack, we were welcoming Larry Hamilton, who is here.
Okay.
Hi, Jack. Let's do a real easy guest introduction right now. I'd like to introduce my wife, Amy.
She just tipped us off.
Let's see. Dan, Jogger. I think you brought Diane. Is she back there?
Yes, she is. This is my lovely wife, Diane.
Yay!
Diane.
Hey, Diane, so you've been in lockdown with Dan now for over 6 months. How are you doing?
No comment.
He speaks for her.
Suicide number.
Man, you're a saint.
Jean Elmore, would you like to introduce your lovely wife?
You got to unmute, Wanda. Unmute.
There it is.
Unmute.
Okay, you're unmuted. You're good. You're good.
Okay.
Yep, good.
All right. It's good to be here.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you for doing everything to get you here. We appreciate it.
Well, you did it, and congratulations to your installation tonight.
Thank
I'm
you.
looking forward to it.
Are there other guests? Oh, Pinky Ho is out there, right?
Yes.
And,
That's right.
Hey.
And she did.
and Alan.
I have a guest with me tonight. This is my lovely wife, Grace.
Okay, Grace.
Hey,
Oh.
Grace.
Grace, I'm so,
Which one is it?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Grace, that you missed this morning's song because I played the Oklahoma song for you.
Gary. Gary.
Gary, happy dollar this morning for Grace because she's doing so well and recovering from some surgery. And of course, she reminded me that I was reminiscent, not mentioning that last week was our 38th wedding anniversary.
Very
Oh, nice.
I could whip out the wallet again and get out another $5 for that.
I think she's worth more than that, Alan.
38.
How about $38?
Oh, there you go. That's better.
$38.
All right,
Gary, I forgot to introduce my wife, Winnie, who's here with us tonight. So we wanted to say hi to Winnie tonight, too.
Hi, Winnie.
And my wife, Judy, is with us.
Hello.
Yay,
Yes.
Judy. And we
Any other
have,
guests that I've missed?
yes, we
Jack
have
Scott had something.
P-A-N-D-J. Sir, I don't know who you are.
I don't understand. What are you trying to tell me?
Oh, he was waiting.
P-J.
I am the son of Gene and Wanda Elmore. And
Oh,
I'm invited to join you tonight.
Oh, great. Thank you very much.
That's great.
And the Padres are tied up 6-6 now.
Hey!
Wow.
They got 2 homers.
Can't believe it. See you later.
Hey.
And Tim Cummings is with me.
Oh, the bobblehead.
This time we're supposed to have a joke of the day with Byron, but he's not able to
Hey,
attend. Does
Gary.
anybody have a joke?
Wait a minute, Jack Scott would like to speak.
Oh, yes.
You never asked Larry Hamilton to ask or to mention who his guest is.
Okay, let's do that now. Larry, could you introduce your guest?
Responds to an unexpected disturbance.
What?
Larry, you're muted.
Mute.
Unmute, Larry. Okay, there you go.
You wanted me to introduce my guest?
Yes.
Yes.
Jack would like you to do that.
Okay, this is my girlfriend, Janice Glab.
Hi, guys.
She hails from Palm Desert.
You thought it might have been cooler here than there today, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
She felt right at home.
She loves the San Diego weather much better than Palm Desert right now.
These days, yeah. Come January, no.
I see Jerry Saviloff's beautiful bride.
Oh, yes, that's right. Pauline.
Pauline.
Hey, Pauline.
See, I only have 4 screens.
Yeah, I can see.
Yeah, you can't see
Hang
him.
on. Give her a sec.
Hey,
Hey, Pauline.
Hey, Pauline.
My wife, Pauline.
Hey, Pauline.
Hey, Pauline.
Hey, Pauline.
Oh, yeah.
There you are.
Oh, and Nikki.
Audrey's here.
You two look wonderful.
Okay.
Do we have all the
I think we have.
introductions of guests?
I think so.
All right. Does anybody have a joke of the day?
I
for-
have one. I do.
Yay, let's hear it.
From me or from,
We'll do both.
okay. How do you tell the difference between a girl ant and a boy ant?
You can't.
Yes, you can. You put them in a bucket of water. If it sinks, it's a girl ant. If it floats, it's boy ant.
Oh.
Very good.
It's boy.
Right.
Boy. It's a boy.
Well
Boy.
done.
Who did it? Yeah.
No more jokes from
Doesn't
Jerry.
sink.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
even I'm stunned.
See.
I think Nikki had a joke.
no, yeah, I know. Oh, yes. All right.
I did, but it's our son, and he left the room.
Oh, okay.
You guys have the installation on?
I have no idea.
What?
I have no idea. He's back.
Hello, everyone.
He's back. Is Ron here?
Oh, that's her son.
Hi.
Hi.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
All right. Goodbye.
Bye. Okay, Gary, I think you're set.
That's it? Okay, at this time now, I've been talking to some close friends of Dan Yager. And they would like, they nominated Dan Yager to give out the membership recognition presentation. So Dan, would you please be so kind as to take over and do your membership recognition presentation?
Yeah, I owe you one for that, Gary. I will not forget those dummies behind you. Anyways, Member Recognition Committee. In October 2018, the Board of Directors appointed an ad hoc committee to make recommendations to the board about ways to improve member recognition. This resulted in the creation of a permanent committee to create a process for the award of certificates of appreciation. The committee determined that certificates of appreciation should be awarded to recognize members whose efforts were above and beyond what is expected of a G.A.G. Kiwanis member. While service is its own reward, we have members who make major contributions behind the scenes. Those efforts are greatly appreciated and are worthy of recognition by the club. Any member may nominate another member for consideration. The nomination is then considered by the Permanent Standing Committee, which consists of a cross-section of the membership. This ensures that merit, not favoritism, determines who receives this award. There is no limit on the number of times a member may receive a certificate of appreciation. In the past few years, we've had 4 prior recipients of the award. In November of 2018, Doug Grossmark received the award for his work with K-Kids and for his many years of service to the community. In December of 2018, former member Kevin Tostado received the award for his work on the bylaws and procedures of operation, as well as his contributions as an auditor of the BRIC program. In December 2018, Valerie Crawford received the award for her work as Key Club Advisor, Community Service Chair, and Program Chair. And finally, in April of 2018, member Mary Haas received the award for her work on Meals on Wheels, maintaining the club's scrapbooks, and her contributions to the club's website. With that as background, I'd like to turn the meeting over to John Crawford and Alan Young to make 2 additional awards of the Certificates of Appreciation.
Before everybody does that, you may want to unpin your video so you can see everybody. If you haven't already done so, move your cursor to the upper left-hand side of the screen and there's a little button that says unpin video. And that will let you see other people. And at that point, you can go into speaker view. Is that okay?
I just unpinned.
Okay, so just unpin Gary.
What was that?
No, you're all set. Okay? Okay, we're set. Go ahead, guys.
Okay, I think that's me then.
Yeah.
So our first award tonight is one that I think is well deserved, and I know our recipient is already aware of the award, so I won't worry too much about spoiling the surprise. But our first award is for Joy Vogel, and the reason why we have chosen to recognize Joy, there's actually several reasons. In the era of COVID-19, Joy, as a hospital worker, has been on the front lines of this very dangerous and contagious situation. If you have heard her describe the conditions of her workplace since the outbreak of the virus, you know what a burden this has been on any nursing staff. Joy is the only member of our club who is currently working in a hospital environment, and she continues to work full-time, putting herself potentially at risk of contracting the disease. While she has been taking every appropriate precaution, the unpredictable nature of the virus makes it impossible to be completely safe from contagion. In addition to her work at the hospital, Joy was instrumental in getting our club online via Zoom, showing us how video conferencing meetings live can help keep our club alive and functional while still maintaining an appropriate and safe social distance. She helped with the initial push to develop an online payment system for the club, endorsing PayPal and/or Venmo as possible options for dues collection and happy dollars in the 21st century. The fact that she and her husband Paul have pushed us, kicking and screaming, into the digital age is, I believe, worthy of recognition. And of course, she continues to find ways for her dog Braun to give back to the community as well, whether visiting the USO, SLP meetings, or hospitals, prior to COVID-19, of course. Braun has volunteered as a therapy dog wherever and whenever Joy could find an opportunity to share him with others. With this award, the Kiwanis Club of Granville Alley Gardens wishes to recognize and thank Joy Vogel for the many small ways in which she contributes to our club. All of those little things add up to a lot. Joy, we greatly value and appreciate your service, membership, and participation in our club. And I will share with you the certificate that we will present to you when the time comes, when we can see you in person. But the Kiwanis Club of Grantville Island Gardens hereby recognizes Joy Vogel in recognition of your ongoing commitment to provide care to all those in need during the COVID-19 pandemic, for putting yourself in harm's way in the name of medical treatment for others, and for your many notable contributions to the improvement of our Kiwanis Club, presented this first day of October 2020. Thank you very much, Joy.
Hey. Joy, would you like to say something? I think you're probably muted. Joy, are you there?
Where did she go?
She's on mute.
Oh, there she is.
There she is.
You're
Unmute,
muted.
Joy.
Ask to unmute. Okay.
Congratulations,
I don't really
Joy.
have anything to say. It's nice to work with you guys.
Well, we're glad to have
Yay.
you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Kathy, do you have a special one to do?
As a matter of fact, I do. As you know, we give this award to people that we feel that deserve it. And many times when you give awards, if you give an award to a person one time, everybody thinks, oh, we shouldn't do it again. We should give it to somebody else. But every once in a while, you come upon somebody who is just so deserving and who is so conscientious and gives her all to everything that she does for our club. Sometimes you may have to recognize that person more than once. And with that, I will tell you the person that we are recognizing for a second time tonight. That person joined our club in 2011, and that person has received a membership recognition award before. That person is my very dear friend and my partner, Mary Haas.
Yay! I clap, but I don't have hands. Yay!
As you know, Mary has been our historian, and when she moved into that job, there were not 60 at the time, there were 50 scrapbooks, some of which were in such bad shape that the pages were literally falling apart. She took all of those books, all those years worth, and one by one, over the course of years, she has put every page between plastic, put it on a screen, and scanned it. In addition to that, she is also every year producing new scrapbooks for our club that are absolutely beautiful. And not stopping there, she just recently, for our 60th anniversary, made this beautiful envelope for us that has everybody's name on it. And inside that envelope is a flash drive. And on that flash drive is 60 years of our club's history. All the scrapbooks have been put in there, one by one, page by page. All of John's amazing award-winning gag rags are all on this, along with some of our best-known videos. This has taken a huge amount of time, and she never talks about it a lot. She just goes about doing it, and she's done a great job. In addition to that, we also are partners, along with John Crawford, on the website, our award-winning website, I might add. And Mary is the brains behind the whole thing because she knows how to put the pages up. In fact, just last week, she figured out how to get the pages up for our next brick campaign. And so if you go on our website, you will be able to see in the menu item a thing on the bricks, what they look like, how much they cost, and a downloadable application that you can put in to order your brick. And then finally, when I was up at the Pacific Beach Club for an interclub one day, they had a brochure that talked about their club. And I asked them at the time if they could share the file with us because we would like to do one similar. And they very graciously sent me the file. However, I'm not good with this kind of thing. And so who did I go to? I went to Mary. And Mary took the Pacific Beach one, and together we were able to make this brochure, which I might also add is an award-winning brochure. And Mary is the one that was able to get all of these Word files in here so that we could print it. This wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for Mary knowing her way around these things. And then finally, as was mentioned before, Mary also does Meals on Wheels. So she keeps us all trucking. Even in the middle of a global pandemic, we still continue to deliver Meals on Wheels every Thursday. And she's gone out of our way to make sure we stay safe and the clients stay safe. And on top of all of that, she's just a wonderful friend, and we are so happy to have her in our club. So Mary, congratulations again for a second year, because once you win the first year, you don't sit back on your laurels. You keep trucking on, and we really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Congratulations. Yes. Craig Bratlin, 2019-2020 Lieutenant Governor for Division 21. Do you have a special recognition?
I do. Thank you very much, Gary. But before I do that, I just want to let Mary know that she doesn't know this, but I've told her story about what she's done for your club to all the other clubs. So I just, I toot your horn a lot, Mary, because I know how much work it took to put that together, and you did a super, super job.
Thank you.
So congratulations on your award.
She's our shining star.
Yeah, so I have a little special presentation that we added on this year. As a lot of you know, there's a new club that has entered our division, and it's the Scripps Ranch Kiwanis Club that is now actually going to be number 10, because some of you may or may not know that the Torrey Pines Club, it did officially close yesterday, which we're sad about, but we have it replaced with the new Scripps Ranch Club. And in order to open a club, you need a club sponsor. And we were lucky enough at the Scripps Ranch Club that I was working on. We have two sponsors this year. We have the La Jolla Club, and we also had the Grantville Allied Gardens Club that co-sponsored the startup of the new club. And so what I would like to do is present this plaque for your club to have as a remembrance here, and I'll read what it says. It says, presented to the Grantville Allied Gardens Kiwanis Club, October 1st, 2020, in appreciation for your sponsorship and support for the Scripps Ranch Kiwanis Club, chartered August 11th, 2020. So this beautiful award I'm going to had made, and I'm going to bring it over to Alan sometime after Sunday when he gets home, and I will be dropping this off to him at his house. And in addition to that, I also have this really nice patch that you can put on your club banner, and it says Kiwanis New Sponsor Club 2019-2020. Kiwanis is a global organization of volunteers dedicated to improving the world one child, one community at a time. And this came from Kiwanis International, which I will also bring along with the plaque. So I just wanted to express my appreciation and for the sponsorship that G.A.G created, helped us with to get this club open in Scripps Ranch. It was a big effort, and every meeting that I had practically while I was trying to recruit new members, Alan was there. I mean, he would drive all the way out to Scripps Ranch to be at the meetings that I was having at breweries, and then when I couldn't do that anymore because of COVID and we had to do Zoom meetings, Alan would join the Zoom meetings and give the people that were potential members information about what your club does and the exciting things that you do. And because of what those people heard, I was able to recruit 20 people to join the club based on the efforts that Alan helped me with. So it's with my sincere appreciation, and this is something that I really wanted to make sure I did for you guys. So thank you so much to your club.
Great, could you hold that up again and smile and talk? You got to talk so your voice. There you go. You got to talk.
Talk. Oh, okay. You need me to talk?
Yeah.
Can you see me now?
There you go.
All right.
Got it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Craig,
Thank
on
you.
behalf of our club, I'd like to thank you. And that was a huge effort getting a new club going during a pandemic. And you were outstanding. It would have been easy to kind of say, oh, let's put it off till next year. But you never took a break. And I know that every meeting that I was at, I know the Crawfords were there too, and they're actually members of that club, I believe. And
Yes, and I was just going to mention that, so thank you for saying that. I was going to just say that in a minute. But go ahead. You're right.
Yeah,
The Crawfords were there too, and they were a big help.
yeah, on
And their
behalf of
members.
our club, thank you for the plaque, and I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Thank you.
Alan,
Gary, yes.
this is your year, man. Not only are you last year's president, but this year's take over on this part here. You are going to be presenting the Bob Frankhauser Award. If you want to explain that a little bit.
I'm talking to a talking head.
I'm the Cheshire Cat.
Most of the people here probably knew Bob Frankhauser. Unfortunately, I never got a chance to meet him because I joined the club after he had moved. But Bob Frankhauser was a charter member of what is now the Granville Alley Gardens Club in 1960, and he was a member from 1960 into 2016 when he moved to Texas. Bob, he was a member for more than 55 years. So he was a very special person. I've heard so many great stories about him. But this award goes to someone who has been a member of our club for less than 2 years. This year, the award goes to someone who's already been in 2 other clubs before he joined our club. And we have to thank Craig Bratland for talking to him at a La Jolla Kiwanis meeting and telling him about our club. And he lives in Del Cerro, so he came over to Alley Gardens to Brothers, and I think he was actually only at 2 or 3 of our meetings before we got hit by the COVID bug. So this award goes to Vic Enchelmeyer. So congratulations, Vic. And this year, Vic's going to be joining our board of directors, and we hope we'll continue to be part of the scholarship committee and much more. So watch out when I say much more, Vic.
Uh-oh. Thank you very much for that nice recognition, Alan.
John Crawford, was there an award you got?
I do. I have it live, or I can.
Yeah.
Let me try to show it off here. Hang on for just a moment.
You don't have.
If it'll let me share my screen here. Oops.
Oh, we got it. You can try it.
You got.
We can see it. Is that very large? That's a lot of spelling letters there.
Well, it says Bob Frankhauser Award, new member of the year. The Granville Alley Gardens Kiwanis Club hereby recognizes Vic Enchelmeyer as our most outstanding new member 2019-2020 with gratitude for your commitment to service through Kiwanis. So we'll make sure that this gets delivered to you.
Yeah, I'd clap, but I can't.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I'm blinking my eyes instead of clapping. Alan.
Okay, it's my turn again. We also have our fundraising champion award, and this year it's actually fundraising champions because the award goes to Kathy and George Butterstein for their fundraising work with Miracle Mile of Quarters. For those of you who don't know, they go out and they monitor all of the containers that look something like this one right here, except it has a Rady Children's Hospital thing on it. This one is worth more than the quarters because it has cashews in it. And if the cat's good, I'll give you some cashews, Gary. But they go out, they monitor this. We have containers at several different stores around. After they get the money, they sort it, they count it. Somehow they get it into the bank. And if you don't know, several months ago, we wrote a check to Rady Children's Hospital for $3,000. And this is just because of people putting quarters and dollars and other things into our containers. And I'm going to let them actually, congratulations on the award, but I'm going to let them tell you. I know since we wrote the $3,000 check, I believe we've hit another milestone with how much we have. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, we now currently have another additional $1,700.
Whoa!
Truly amazing. And I think a lot of it goes to our great community that we live in, because a lot of that comes from things we out. So it has just been an enormous outpouring from our community, and we are just so proud to collect that money from our community to a great cause.
And also, Dan Yelvington often meets us up at the credit union because we can only put so much money in a month to have them count the coins. And so he always meets us up there. And then Dan Yager is the poor guy that always has to run back and forth to deposit all of that money. So thanks to both of you guys. And also Jim Akins, when we had meetings, would go around all the time with a little pot and collect. So it really is a things that all of us kind of help with, and we all give money. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for being the coordinators of that, and because it does take a lot of time and effort. So thank you, Kathy and George.
I have been collecting some coins, and the last one I mentioned to the club that we had coins from China. The last one we had was from Guatemala. So we may have somebody in the community living from Guatemala. So that's interesting.
I guess that proves that Kiwanis is a worldwide effort, a worldwide organization. And there you can see the Fundraising Champion Award.
It's nice.
Our fundraising advocates for 2019-2020 with gratitude for your efforts to collect money for the Miracle Mile Recorders and for working to improve relations with our local business partners. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
And I believe they've now started a thing over at Grocery Outlet where when you go in there, they should, or you can tell them to round up your amount to the nearest dollar. So if your bill is, $80.40, you round it up to whatever, $81.60 goes to Rady's. And it's a very painless way to give money.
We'll get that amount this week from Grocery Outlet.
Good. Okay, looking forward to hearing that. I think I have one more award to go, don't I, Gary?
Yes, you do. I was going to say back to you, Alan.
Talking to a one-head.
Hey, this is Wonderland.
Every year as well, we always recognize one of our youth leaders and for their outstanding efforts on behalf of their club. It could be, it's usually a key clubber or somebody from San Diego State Circle K. This year, the award is going to Remy Sprague, who I think she's surprised by this. Hopefully, she didn't know about it. But Remy was the club,
No, I'm fine.
club secretary last year for Circle K. This year, she's the club treasurer. And those are two very difficult jobs to have in any kind of Kiwanis club. So she's been doing an outstanding job. She's also organized many events, including a trivia contest last Saturday night, where one of our teams finished second. So we appreciate that. I know there's been several trivia contests, and Remy seems to be part of all of these things. And since we are a worldwide organization, it's no surprise that she has been doing this from New Hampshire for the last few months. She was also a regular at our meetings at Brothers until we stopped having meetings there. She was there quite a bit, and it was always good to see her. And so, like I said, she is in New Hampshire, and Remy, it's a pleasure to give you this award, and it looks like John is putting the award up there for your efforts to unite our Kiwanis family in the spirit of community service, fellowship, and cooperation, and those things are all true. So, Remy, it's a pleasure to know you.
Thank you.
Hey,
So, give a speech, Remy. I know this is probably uncomfortable for you, but
Oh man, a speech. When I joined Circle K, I never expected the community that I was joining was going to be so much bigger than just a 20-person club in college. I came in actually looking for a service fraternity, and I decided against joining the service fraternity at the school because I really liked Circle K a lot more. And I'm really glad that I did choose to join Circle K because I really like the community that the Kiwanis really fosters, the connections that it encourages between not only the Circle K clubs, but the intergenerational, the Kiwanis and the Builders Club and the Key Clubs. I really like that encouraged connection that it just brings people together.
Great.
Tony. It's a pleasure to know you.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Hopefully we'll all get to see each other in person again. I'll say soon. I just don't know what the definition of soon is anymore.
And at
Gary,
this time,
back to you. Or Gary,
okay.
or Kat, it's back to you.
At this time, I'd like to have John Chandler speak to us, saluting the American veterans that we have.
Okay, give me 1 second here to get John set up.
John is muted.
Oh, yeah, we have some more two veterans. Oh, they got runners. Runners
He was a famous trumpet man from out Chicago way. He had a boogie style that no one else could play. He was the top man at his class. But his number came up and he was gone with the draft. He's in the army now, I'm blowing reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B.
Thank you, Kathy. Inspiration is often defined as the process of being mentally stimulated to do or feel something, especially to do something creative. If you think about it, inspiration has influenced many a situation in our history. A few years ago, Kathy and George were inspired to invite Pam and myself to the annual Mount Soledad National Veterans Memorial on Memorial Day for a celebration event, and we've attended ever since, except this COVID year. The history of Mount Soledad National Veterans Organization is a pretty interesting read. They honor any veteran, and the only requirement is an honorable discharge. There are 11 and growing curved walls containing more than 5,000 black granite plaques honoring our servicemen and women. Most unique feature of the memorial is that it is the only one in the nation, the only one that pays tribute to veterans, both deceased and still living. In fact, as many as 70% of the memorialized service members are still alive today.
Get her.
Men and women who fought for our nation are remembered at the site, starting from the Revolutionary War into today's continued war on terror. I think it would be a very interesting study to determine how many Kiwanis clubs, in this country could claim having 4 active members of their club that are World War II veterans.
Here we go.
And today we will have the honor of introducing these gentlemen to you in a few minutes. Mount Soledad is the highest point in the La Jolla region and provides a stunning viewpoint of the entire San Diego region. On a clear day, one can see towns in Mexico to the south, the mountains of Los Angeles to the north. Mount Soledad also gives a breathtaking view of local hotspots such as Miramar Air Station, Torrey Pines Golf Course, UC San Diego, and of course the beautiful ocean and much more.
I didn't know about it.
Mount Soledad National Park encompasses much of the mountain within which Mount Soledad Memorial was founded. Originally owned by the federal government, Mount Soledad was given to the city of San Diego way back in 1874. The park itself was officially designated in 1916, The American Legion Post 275 worked alongside the newly created Mount Soledad Memorial Association to build and maintain this monument. The location, site, and the park has been there for years, hung in ownership limbo until September of 2016. The Mount Soledad Memorial Association was able to purchase the site, and it has blossomed into a breathtaking display of national pride and honor for our service members. I thank you all for your time, and I hope this introduction of the Memorial Association and the photos you've seen provides you an image of the incredible location and of honor of our service members. If you have not visited or have not been there in a while, I urge you to spend an afternoon in one of the most breathtaking locations in San Diego. I now turn the next phase of the program over to Dan Yager. Thank you.
Thanks, John. I'm overwhelmed and grateful to be able to do this. You have no idea. We're honored to have 4 World War II vets as members of G.A.G. Kiwanis. And I'll apologize in advance if I've gotten any of the dates or other information off. We were trying to keep this a secret, so I had to do kind of surreptitious research. Gene Elmore joined Kiwanis on March the 13th, 1969. Jack Scott joined Kiwanis September 2nd, 1970. John Peterson joined Kiwanis June 23rd, 1965. And Byron Newman joined Kiwanis April 10th, 1975. The question arose in my research, who qualifies as a World War II veteran? Hostilities with Japan, as you know, began at Pearl Harbor on December 7th, 1941, and ended with the formal surrender of Japan on the deck of the USS Missouri in Tokyo Bay on September 2nd, 1945. Germany had surrendered before that on May 7th, 1945. However, a formal peace treaty with Japan was not signed until several years after the Japanese surrender. Under federal law, a service member who served between September 16th, 1940 and July 24th, 1947, and who was honorably discharged is considered a World War II veteran. This means that a person who entered active duty in 1946 after hostilities had ended is considered a World War II veteran if the other requirements are met. Owen Eugene Elmore. Gene was born December 31st, 1923 in Danville, Indiana. He entered the Navy and got his wings at Corpus Christi, Texas in 1943. During the war, he flew the B-24 Liberator and PB-2Y privateer bombers. He also briefly served as a navigator for Joseph Kennedy. In 1944, Gene went to England and flew patrol over the English Channel looking for submarines prior to the D-Day invasion on June 6, 1944. Prior to D-Day, on May 15, 1944, his air crew was credited with sinking a German submarine sighted on the surface near Normandy, France. On D-Day, Gene and his crew carried out bombing missions behind the German lines. Thereafter, Gene was transferred to the Pacific Theater in August 1944 and flew missions supporting the invasion of Iwo Jima in February 1945. During the Berlin airlift 1948-1949, Gene also flew 162 missions. Gene remained in the reserves and was called up for the Korean War, but did not serve in a combat role. For any of you who would really like to get a good feel for this man, there is on YouTube an oral history given by Gene to the San Diego Air and Space Museum in February of 2013. If you just Google it, you'll find it, and it's really remarkable. John Joseph Scott. Jack Scott was born November 27th, 1924 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and he was in high school when the war broke out. Jack entered the Navy on March 31st, 1943 in Philadelphia. He attended Purdue University for electrician's mate school and in fact served as an electrician's mate during World War II. He then went to Norfolk, Virginia and was assigned to a ship in a convoy across the North Atlantic. In June of 1944, he served aboard the USS Malloy, a destroyer escort in support of the D-Day invasion off Omaha Beach. He also served aboard the destroyer USS Hanson and later the USS Thompson, a minesweeper. Jack was honorably discharged January 1st, 1946. And as with Gene, if you go to YouTube, you'll find Jack's oral history entitled Stories with Jack Scott. Our third World War II veteran, John Gilbert Peterson. John Peterson was born November 28, 1927 in Winslow, Arizona. He was drafted into the Army on his 18th birthday, November 28, 1945. He entered active duty as a private in the United States Army on January 29, 1946 at Fort MacArthur, San Pedro, California. Thereafter, he was sent to Fort Lewis near Tacoma, Washington for basic training, and then to Fort Belvoir, Virginia for engineering school and photolithography. In October 1946, John shipped out on a victory ship to Yokohama, Japan as part of the occupation forces. He was assigned to Tokyo with the 64th Engineers Topographical Battalion, which made maps and did printing for Army bases in Japan and Korea. In 1947, John returned home on a troop ship and was honorably discharged in March 1947 at Camp Beale, California. He then attended San Diego State University on the GI Bill, majoring in business administration. Finally, but not least, is Byron Yale Newman. Byron was born July 3rd, 1929 in Warren, Ohio. He attended Warren G. Harding High School and is listed in the yearbook as a journalism student. Byron joined the Army in August 1946. He served at the same time as John Peterson at Fort Belvoir, Virginia. Byron was in basic training and John Peterson was in engineering school. Byron was sent to Seoul, Korea in December 1946 and served with Headquarters 24th Corps. He was honorably discharged in 1948 and attended UC Berkeley and Southern California College of Optometry in Fullerton. He had his own optometry practice for many years, specializing in corneal and contact lens management. Byron is also listed in various editions of Who's Who in the West. Those are our four veterans. Let's give them a hand. I'll now turn the meeting over to Kathy Butterstein to make a special presentation.
Thank you. Well, as you know, we are all very, very proud of our four service members who are members of this club who served honorably in World War II. And in particular, Jack was supposed to go and be honored this September on an honor flight that had to be canceled because of COVID. And unfortunately, that was a big disappointment for him and for all of us. And so we were trying to come up with a way to show them how much we appreciate all they have done for our country and for our club. And we were trying to find a way that it would be a lasting memorial. And that's when we decided to honor our four members by adding a plaque up on Mount Soledad with the four of their names on it. Wow. Gene Elmore, Byron Newman, John Peterson, and Jack Scott will share a plaque up on Mount Soledad that will forever commemorate the goodness that they brought to our country and how proud we all of them. Thank you so much for your service, gentlemen. You are the heart and soul of our club.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Be guilt-free, please. I'll stop sharing my screen. Hang on. If I can remember how to do it. Oh, wait a minute. One more thing I forgot.
Share the screen. All right. Let's see. Am I back on here?
You're back on.
All right. First of all, I think Audrey Freeman's here, and I don't know if she was introduced, but I know that she's the Kiwanis family chair from Patrick Henry High School Key Club, and the Division 44 Lieutenant Governor John Bremer. Is he now on also?
No.
Yep. Yes.
Yes, so he joined us. All right, welcome, John. And welcome, Audrey. All right, let's see, at this point, what is next? Special recognition.
One last thing, Gary, since we started talking, Mickey's husband, Ron, has also joined us.
Oh, good.
Ron, it's so good to see you.
Yay. Welcome back, Ron.
No. Oh, there he is. Okay.
Let's see, now, let's see, we have a special recognition from John Crawford and Craig Bratlin.
What's that? Great, thank you, Gary. I'm glad you didn't get ahead of yourself. Oh gosh, couldn't help myself, sorry. Anyway, let's get serious for a minute here now. We are going to talk about the William A. Dunlap Fellowship Award. This is a very special award that clubs like to give every year to a very special member of their club. And I want to tell you a little bit about the award itself. The William A. Dunlap Fellowship is a prestigious collective of some of the most outstanding leaders, past and present, that our district has to offer. Over the years, more than 2,400 individual leaders in the Kiwanis family have been inducted into the Dunlap Fellowship. Many times, this award is reserved for the best of the best, the truly elite among Kiwanis leaders, or the most dedicated of the dedicated volunteers. Today, it's our pleasure to welcome a new member to that fellowship. The Cal-Neva Children's Fund was organized in 1965 when District Governor William A. Dunlap had the Articles of Incorporation approved by the District Board of Trustees and the Kiwanis International Board as a means to provide relief funds and financial aid throughout the district.
You could get on.
This was a direct result of the disaster in 1965 when the town of Klamath was destroyed by the flooding of the Klamath River. Governor Bill quickly organized the district's foundation to respond to the town's need. In 1966, he was elected to serve as the first president of the Cal-Neva Foundation, now known as the Cal-Neva Children's Fund. In honor of past Governor Dunlap, Cal-Neva Children's Fund Board of Directors created the William A. Dunlap Fellowship in 1985. Membership is initiated by donation of $1,000, which entitles the recipient to a Dunlap plaque, a medallion, and a lapel pin. Clubs, divisions, or individuals may order a Dunlap to present to an individual or to a club. In recognition of exceptional service to their club, their division, or their community. Today, it's our pleasure to induct the 2,453rd member of the William Dunlap Fellowship. This is awarded from the Grantville Allied Gardens Kiwanis Club to Dr. Byron Newman.
Oh.
And now John Crawford would like to say a few words about Byron and how he qualifies for this award and why he was being recognized tonight. So go right ahead, John.
Thank you very much, Craig. And unfortunately, due to some technical difficulties tonight, Byron could not be with us tonight. But this meeting is being recorded, and we will make sure that he enjoys the presentation at some later date. At this point, I'd like to tell you a little bit about Byron. You've already heard some from Dan Yager regarding his military service. Byron is originally from Warren, Ohio, and is an Army veteran of World War II and the Korean War. He always had an interest in journalism. While in Korea, he spent time as a writer and editor for an Army news publication. He spent more than 60 years as a licensed optometrist and still contributes today to optometry conferences, adding his experience to the latest in modern medicine. He joined the Kiwanis Club of Van Nuys in 1971, although he says he would have joined 10 years earlier if only he'd been invited sooner. In 1978-79, Byron served as president of that club, later serving as lieutenant governor of Division 25 in 1980-81. In 1982, Byron served as the district's first administrator for Builders Club. His job was to introduce the idea of Builders Club to teachers and administrators of middle schools throughout the district. He sent articles to all of the different Kiwanis magazines, read by middle school teachers and administrators to welcome Builders Clubs when asked by a Kiwanis club if they could form a club in their area. From 1986 to 1992, Byron spent 6 years as the editor-in-chief of the Calneva District newsletter, drawing upon his education and Army experience as a journalist. In 1991, he opened an office in Westminster Mall in Westminster, California, and attended the weekly meetings of the Westminster Kiwanis Club for 2 years before he closed that office. After moving to the city of Orange, California, he joined the Orange Kiwanis Club in Division 30, where he again served as club president in 1996-97. The Club of Orange purchased a Hickson Award for him in 2001. In 2004, Byron and his wife, Bunny, closed the office in Orange and moved to San Diego to be closer to family after Bunny had reunited with her long-lost daughter. At the suggestion of Gene Elmore, Byron joined the Grantville Allied Gardens Kiwanis Club. During his time with Grantville Allied Gardens, Byron has served as a Builders Club advisor and assistant editor for the newsletter, and chairman of the Conservation Committee. He is famous for his weekly Steve Rishnick Memorial joke, which are sometimes funnier when they don't work. For several years, Byron famously helped sponsor a conservation poster contest at 2 local schools and helped G.A.G. Kiwanis get involved with the local science fair, encouraging students to pursue a career in the STEM or medical fields. Since Byron has been in this club, he says he has been vice president, program chair, Builders Club advisor, co-editor of the G.A.G. Conservation Committee chair, and since Pat Jordan's term, the chief joke teller of the club. He has also served on the club board as a director for a few years and the foundation board as well. In 2010, Byron served as a charter member of the Kiwanis Youth Development and Support Kids Kiwanis Club of San Diego. It is safe to say that Byron is the most decorated and distinguished member of our club who has not yet been inducted into the Dunlap Fellowship. Tonight, we have the pleasure of correcting that oversight. Congratulations, Byron, and thank you for nearly 50 years of membership in 6 different Kiwanis clubs.
Wow.
Hey, Byron.
Okay.
Craig, did you have something more to say? Or?
No, I just wanted to say congratulations to him, and I wish he could have been here tonight so we could tell him, tonight about it. But I know this is a wonderful award, and it's always very special to the recipient. So I want to thank the club for giving this to him because it's well deserved.
It is a very exclusive award, and I want to show it off here. It is entirely made of glass. Byron Newman is hereby honored as a member of the William A. Dunlap Fellowship in recognition of outstanding support to the Kiwanis Calneva Foundation. This award does represent a $1,000 donation to the Kiwanis Children's Fund in this district, the Calneva Children's Fund. So in addition to this plaque, this glass frame award, Byron will also be receiving a medallion with a neckband, which he can wear proudly. It also comes with a lapel pin. He is therefore invited to wear his Dunlap medallion at all future Kiwanis events. So we will be delivering this to him personally.
All right.
Wow.
We have got a really great club. And now we get to figure out who is the Kiwanis of the Year, voted by you guys. So let me get on stage for this.
Wait, John Crawford, is that a bottle of vodka?
No,
Trying to get technical over here now.
Get something to drink.
it's Evian, which if you spell it backwards, it's naive. You have to be naive to buy it.
How funny.
I think that you are looking for the wrong person in our household that might have a beverage of that nature in their hand.
All right, so at this time, I would like to present to the club the John Peterson Award. This year has been an amazing year, okay?
Are you giving it to Earl?
Oh, you got Earl at my feet here? Yes, uh-huh.
I thought Earl might have gotten the award.
Also presenter.
No, he's just my guard here. So starting back in October, when this year started, we started off with a bang. We started off with distributing brick flyers throughout Allied Gardens for orders. We had George and Kathy Butterstein were attending these things. John Chandler, Mary and Tony Haas, Alan Grace Young, John Pete, Joy and Paul Vogel. I was there. Dan Yelvington. It was a really bitchin' group, if you know what I mean. But everyone was participating in this. Also that month, Kathy and George organized social bonfires. I'm getting tired. Social bonfires. G.A.G helped with the Palisades Church using the grill lunch and working at the Zephyr Project. Dave Erlinson and John Chandler were the grill masters. Kathy Butterstein and Alan basically got the community service connection with the Palisades with us. So we had a pretty busy month. Mickey, in fact, during that time, she organized the helping out Mattress Firm's foster kids back to school donations. And she gathered like over about 20 backpacks, brand new backpacks, had them filled with supplies, and they gave quite a few to both the Mattress Firm foster kids and Foster Elementary School. It was an amazing month just to start off. Alan also helped with Palisades. They had their annual trunk or treat thing. And not only did they rally our own members for this project, but we also had San Diego Circle K kids attend, Patrick Henry Key Club attend, Lewis Middle School builders. So Alan got together like a total of 36 members to help out the trunk or treat at the Palisades. So that was our October, and that's how we started off. And we have members throughout the year traveling, like to San Gabriel to do the mid-year conferences. John and Valerie Crawford represented G.A.G. Let's see, John P. was there, Alan. We thank you guys. We have an amazing club, all these people doing that. So through that same month of March, we celebrated 50 years of flag displays on Waring Road. And I know for sure that Jack Scott, Alan, and John Pete were there. So we had our president there and two of our senior members attending that. And then about 2 weeks later is when COVID hit and things started shutting down. And as Alan noted, you know, we kind of stopped shaking hands at that point. But that didn't stop this group because we discovered Zoom. And with Zoom, we had meetings every week. And they were so much fun that we started picking up a lot of new members, not only new members for our club, but Craig Bratland and John Bremer, they became family because they were at all of our meetings.
That's right.
Meanwhile, the likes of John Crawford was cranking out training to become the 2020-2021 Division 21 Lieutenant Governor. He was cranking out the gag rags to win numerous awards and recognitions. Mary Haas, we saw all the things that she's done. The butter signs. Our club does so much. And right now, we're going to try to, basically, we voted on it, and it was really tough. But we've got an outstanding person who is the Kiwanis of the Year. Let me just get this here, this award.
Somebody was behind the curtain.
So there's one thing I need to read first that I saw on the rules of this Kiwanis of the Year. The chairman, which is chairman shall become the breaking vote when necessary. The count shall not be disclosed or recorded. There is no rule in there that says that the chairman, who was the Kiwanis of the Year last year, doesn't qualify. I
Take
could.
this to the Supreme
I could.
Court.
My attorneys said that you could name yourself, and it's done because all the evidence is disclosures and just destroyed. So let's see who this year Kiwanis of the Year is. The John Peterson Award. And it goes to, oh, wow, you can't read it. It goes to Alan Young.
Yeah.
Oh, let me see if I can get this lighting right. Here we go.
Yeah.
Yay!
Okay, so this is only the third time in the 60 years that the president has been named Kiwanis of the Year. So that's pretty amazing. Congratulations, Alan. You're president last year. This is another historical thing, is the fact that you're going to be president again this coming year, which shows how much we admire you and love you. You carried us through this year. You made it so much fun. There were so many bloopers going on, but you just had, it was great. So congratulations, Sean. And also, I don't know if you noticed, there's a sticker on this box. Okay, that little sticky wet pad. And it says, Barbara Sanfilippo at Al's Trophy. She was so excited that you were the winner this year that she wanted to say thank you to you and congratulations.
Thank you, and I am speechless, but I'll give it a try anyway. I actually know Barbara Sanfilippo through Little League. Her son played in our Little League and coached, and if you're involved in Little League, you know Barbara Sanfilippo at Al's Sports Shop. But I am speechless. I mean, it's just incredible because we have this is a great club, and we have so many people who do so many things and have so many different talents. And you know, a lot of times hopefully I just let people go with and run with what they're good at. And I'm so honored. I can't believe it. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Alan. Well deserved.
Well deserved.
Greg, we'd like you to retire our 2019-2020 officers.
Okay. Well,
all right, let me step off stage.
That's what we'll do. Thank you very much, Gary. All right. Well, as I said before, it's really a pleasure to be here with everybody tonight. And I'd like to begin by recognizing your current directors and officers for 2019 and 2020. Starting with the elected club board of directors, I'd like to thank the following club members for their service this year. These members will be returning for either one more year or continuing their service as two-year directors. Mary Haas, who's been a member of your club since 2011. She was Kiwanis of the Year, actually, in 2013 and 2014. John Peterson, he's been a member since 1966, past president of your club in 1971 and 1972, and a triple Kiwanis of the Year in 73, 74, 96, 97, and 2011 and 2012. In fact, that award, as you heard tonight, has been renamed in his honor. John Chandler, he's been a member since 1979, and he was president of your club in 2011 and 2012. I'm sorry, did I?
He was before that.
Your winner. He won back in 1980 and 81, in 1989 and 1990, 1994 and 1995, and was a co-winner with his wife Pam in 2015 and 2016.
Wow.
Vic Eckelmeyer is new to your club, as you know, and he joined in February of 2020, and he was formerly with the Kiwanis clubs of Citrus Heights and Glendale before joining your club, and he's also a longtime administrator with the Boy Scouts. Jack Scott, Jack has been in and out of the club several times since 1967. He's a two-time Kiwanian of the Year in 1970 and 71, and again in 1999 and 2000. And he was club president in 1987 and 1988. He's a U.S. Navy veteran of World War II, as you heard earlier. You have two directors that are retiring tonight. Kathy Whisker, who's been a member since January of 2013. She's chair of your BRIC campaign and past K-Kids advisor at Marvin Elementary School. She was Kiwanian of the Year, your club, in 2014 and 2015, and she was your club president in 2016 and 17. Also retiring this evening is Dan Yelvington. Dan has been a member since 2003 and has been a longtime member of the membership and scholarship committees. Kathy and Dan, I want to thank you for your time and contributions to the board meetings that your club has held in 2019 and 2020. Your service and commitment was very much appreciated. It's now my honor and pleasure to officially retire both of you from your duties. Let's all give your club directors a very well-deserved round of applause. Now, I'd like to thank your 2019 and 2020 club officers. Alan Young, your club president and member since 2016, who was also an SDSU Circle K advisor. Vice President Alice Zubak, who was a member since May of 2012 and past president in 2015 and 16. Dan Yager, treasurer, member since 1997, and has served multiple terms as secretary and treasurer and as chair of the Member Recognition Committee. George Butterstein, your club secretary, who's retiring from that position this evening, has been a member since 2008 and was club president in 2017 and 2018. Also leaving her position as immediate past president is Kathy Butterstein. She's also been a member since 2008 and was Kiwanian of the Year in 2010 and 11, and was your club president last year in 2018 and 2019. George and Kathy, thank you for your wonderful service and support for the Granville Allied Gardens Club. You have served your club well, and it's my honor and pleasure to formally retire both of you tonight. Please, let's give these club board officers another nice round of applause. And next, I'd like to thank this year's foundation officers and board of directors. Your foundation chair, Chris Holbrook, your foundation vice chair, Mary Markson, foundation secretary, Dan Yager, and your foundation treasurer, Jim Aiken. Your foundation board members were Tony Haas, Mary Markson, Jim Aiken, Gary Bloom, John Peterson, and Byron Newman. Byron will be retiring tonight. We all want to thank you, Byron, for giving your time and knowledge to this board and for being a part of the important decisions that are made which enable the continued success of your club. You are now officially retired. Would you all please join me one more time in a round of applause for your foundation board.
Thank you.
And now it's time to say a big thank you to your current club president, Alan Young. He's not retiring tonight. He's actually coming back for more, if you can believe this. Being a club president is an important job. Holding club board and foundation meetings and keeping the board connected on a weekly basis is very challenging this Kiwanis year. With COVID-19, all our clubs had to think outside the box to create some sort of connection that all Kiwanis clubs would enjoy and really look forward to. We couldn't meet in person for a good portion of our year, which is a big part of any club's feeling of togetherness and need for fellowship. Alan did a wonderful job as the president of your club this year. Your club never missed a weekly meeting, which is remarkable. Not only did you not miss a meeting, you made the Zoom meeting so much fun that you had your Kiwanis members wanting to be part of them while they were traveling cross country. And the visitors from other divisions attending weekly, and your guests presenting programs from all over the state of California. I attended all those meetings and was impressed with the increasing number of club members and guests joining in as time went on. You also increased your membership along the way, which is just terrific. Alan, I applaud you for your efforts. You handled all your responsibilities as president with grace and professionalism. You are a true gentleman and a wonderful Kiwanian.
Absolutely.
That's a great way.
We'd all like to thank you for your service to your club this year and are looking forward to your continued leadership in 2021. Please join me, everyone, in giving a hearty round of applause to your 2019-2020 president, Alan Young. I am now going to turn this meeting over to our Division 21 Lieutenant Governor Designate for 2021, John Crawford, who will introduce and install your new club and foundation board of directors for 2021.
Not designate anymore, sir. Not designate anymore. Happy New Year. Today is my first day as Lieutenant Governor, and I wish Dan Yelvington is here, because every time I saw him last year, he would start out our conversation by saying, "So, John, how do you like being Lieutenant Governor?" I said, "Dan, it hasn't started yet." So tonight, I wish Dan could be here, so I could give him my answer. But I do want to take just a moment before we install our new officers for next year. I want to recognize those club members who joined us during the past 12 months. We were fortunate this year to add 4 new members to our group, to our roster, to our family, and they have had a big impact in their own way. I believe it was back in February that we welcomed Vic Enchelmeyer to our club, and Vic really jumped in feet first. He has been attending every project he can, every meeting he can, every interclub, and so Vic, thank you for being a part of our group, for introducing us to Judy, and congratulations on your award as the top new member of the year. Well deserved.
Thank you.
We also welcomed Carrie Stillwater. We haven't seen a lot of Carrie because Carrie does not do online meetings, but we'll hope to get him converted, or better yet, we'll hope to start meeting in person again. But we wish to thank Carrie for his support when we have seen him. And then, of course, over the summer, we welcomed our first online member, Lisa De La Salas, who found us. She actually found us through the concerts in the park last summer, but we were glad to be reunited with her and make her a part of our club. And Lisa has already had an impact. She is making a name for herself throughout the district. So, Lisa, we thank you for being a part of our group. And then she's got her bobblehead. And then just 2 weeks ago, we welcomed back our old friend, Jerry Satcheloff. And Jerry, we're so glad to have you back here. I don't know if Jerry is still with us right now. I think he left, but we want to welcome him back to the group. So we have a new year of Kiwanis ahead of us. This new year is going to be fun. This new year is going to be different. And when we flip the calendar to January, you're going to notice this truly is the year of 21. It's our time to shine. As Division 21, when we are finally able to meet in person once again, when we are able to hold the meetings and projects the way that we want to, we're going to be sure to hit the ground running. We're going to be prepared. There are people who have been cooped up at home for months, people in our community who are eager to interact in real life with other human beings. There are people looking for a way to have a positive impact, to truly make a difference on their community and the world around them. When we emerge from this pandemic, we will let the world know that Kiwanis is still here. We will aggressively promote our club. We will reach out to those who never even thought about joining a service club up until now. And with these terrific new leaders full of energy and optimism, the Grantville Allied Gardens Kiwanis Club will be at the forefront, guiding the way into the era of Kiwanis Next. Kiwanis Next is the theme for the new year, brought to us by our governor, Gary Gray, from Santa Barbara, California. It's time for us to meet our new leaders now, starting with the foundation officers and directors. It's my pleasure to introduce, well, let's see, have already retired our outgoing foundation officers. We want to welcome back our continuing officers for 2018 through 2021. It is a 3-year term. We welcome back George Butterstein, Chris Holbrook, and Dan Yoger. We also want to welcome back our 2019-2022, again a 3-year term. That's Jim Aiken, Gary Bloom, and John Peterson. And then joining the foundation board for this new 3-year term, 2020 to 2023, we have Tony Haas, Mary Markson, and Paul Vogel. Welcome aboard.
Good.
Now, if I can borrow a page out of Doug Grossmark's playbook, this presentation is about to go from bad to verse. Summer has passed, September concludes, and the 1st of October is upon us. It's a time for beginnings, a time for celebration, and a brand new year of Kiwanis. As we gaze hopefully toward the future, and we yearn for a world without COVID-19, we continue to serve the world and its children, providing scholarships, books, bike helmets, and vaccines. Even when quarantined, Kiwanians are both generous and fun. That's a fact that can't be disputed. On Zoom, we meet and greet and laugh and cheer, at least when we haven't been muted. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to install the new officers for the Grantville Allied Gardens Kiwanis Club. When board meetings require intense discussion, our directors we trust to help us decide. May you be open to new ideas and never obstruction. You set the example by which we abide. As we welcome you to the board of directors, we remind you that you have an important position, a voting seat. Those of you returning, John Chandler and Jack Scott, and those starting anew, Vic, Valerie, Mary, Corey, and John P. As wise Kiwanians, your wisdom will serve us. You help the club make decisions which alter our course. So if you accept your duty and you're ready for service, please signify by saying, of course.
Of course.
Of course.
All right.
Of course.
Thank you. Next up, we rely on our treasurer to keep us compliant. Our accounting is honest, our resolve is strong. With your faithful bookkeeping, we will ace any audit and return our proceeds to the community where they belong. Elected to ruthlessly collect dues without regret, remorse, or pity. Entrusted to protect what is ours while eating cashews. To defend our nest egg, our coffers, our kitty. So Dan Yoger, in keeping with the spirit of the treasurer's position, and knowing that your intentions are true, if you promise to uphold the duties which you have been given, please signify by saying, I do.
I get back to you on that? I do.
All right, he's locked in. Okay. The club secretary does important work behind the scenes, drafting minutes, filing forms, writing letters. While it's important for each officer to do his or her job, a talented secretary can make the best club look even better. Tracking service hours and attendance, knowing what paperwork is due and when. If you're especially good at being a secretary, you might get the job again and again and again. So Kathy Butterstein, if as the club secretary you promise to do your best, deftly taking board minutes with equal parts care and skill, if you pledge to keep meticulous records and turn in your reports on time, please signify by saying, I will.
I will.
We know you will.
All right. Our vice president is not here, but Alan will have you accept on his behalf.
Okay.
There's plenty that a good vice president needs to do. It's more than filling in as a substitute teacher. Part of the job means being prepared for just about anything when it's suddenly your turn to be featured. Whether booking guest speakers or overseeing committees, your duties cannot be understated. You're part of the team, a trusted voice of reason, should there be any issue that must be debated. So in keeping with the spirit of the vice president's duty, you'll be the president's partner, his deputy, his pal. So Alex Zubek, if you're willing to take on your share of the responsibility, please signify by saying, I shall.
On behalf of Alex, I shall.
Thank you very much. The president-elect, so wide-eyed and eager, you'll be ready to sail the ship in a year. But 12 months can go by so incredibly quickly. Before you know it, your time will be here. So Mickey Zajcik, use the term ahead of you wisely. Learn all about the who, what, when, where, and why. Be a sponge for knowledge like you were back in college, and please signify by saying I. Thank you, Mickey. Now we get to the immediate past president, which is a little different in our club this year. But officially that's going to be George Butterstein. George Butterstein, after a year of service and social distancing, the time has come, you've made it at last. It's my pleasure to bestow upon you now that most coveted of titles, immediate past. Still your duty is not fully realized. Future leaders of Kiwanis turn their eyes to you. Your wisdom is heeded, your experience needed. Please promise to aid them by saying, I do.
Past president. Thank you. Yep,
I do.
I do.
All right.
I have to work on him to say I do. I've been doing it for a long time now.
And finally, last but not least, we come to you, Alan Young. It's the president's time to ascend. You ring the bell once to convene the meeting, and you ring it again when we get to the end. The members of your club have entrusted you. When they look for guidance, to you they will appeal. They will turn to you for leadership, whether wearing road flags or Meals on Wheels. It's an important job, sure, but not for the timid. But with the network of talented Kiwanians behind you, you cannot fail. Your members, Lieutenant Governor, officers, and committee chairs, we are all here to support you. We are at your avail. And so, Alan Young, with your vision for the future, surrounded by Kiwanians willing to lend a hand, if you are up to the challenge and prepared to lead the way, please signify by saying, yes, I can.
Yes, I can.
Our officers are installed. We are ready for action. We are hereby prepared for the new Kiwanis year. In the name of service and leadership and fellowship and fun, for these great new officers, let everyone cheer.
Yay, Alan!
And with that, I think I turn things over to Alan Young.
Well, of course I had some notes here, but I think I'll get rid of those. I just have to thank the club for all the club has done for this community. I grew up in the community, and everything they did for me and my family and friends over the years. I played in the Little League, and I know there was always a Kiwanis sign down there. I actually have an old Kiwanis sign in my garage right now. But I'd like to thank, the 60 years, and it's all on this little miracle of technology now that we can look at and review and see things. And I'm looking forward to seeing even more of that, so I can find out more things that you guys did for the community. It kind of started for me about 3.5 years ago. Mr. Peterson invited me to a breakfast meeting, and I've known Mr. Peterson for about 50 some years. And when somebody who's called Mr. Ally Gardens invites you to a meeting, I think it's a good idea to go to it. And for me, the first thing, one of the first people who said hi to me was a guy that I used to work at San Diego State with, Norm Townsend, and just everybody was so friendly. It's been great getting to know everybody, and every day is a lot of fun. I know I didn't even know he was a Kiwanis member. We had a neighbor, Steve Rishnick, who used to take pictures of kids on Halloween. And a few days later, he'd come walking around the neighborhood with all these pictures and say, hey, which one of these is your kid? And Steve cared about kids. He used to give Nature Valley granola bars to the kids instead of candy. What's coming up for us in the coming year? I know last year, our governor, Tim Cumming, he wanted service, fun, and SOPs. And I think since I won a contest, we're drawing a picture of Tim. I thought maybe stick with some of his stuff. Service, you know, I mean, like was said earlier, we're going to have to find some new ways to serve the community and see what the community needs, and then jump on those opportunities and go with them. So when you see something or hear about something, let everybody know about it. The second one is have fun, and I hope he's still with us, but we have a lieutenant governor from a different division who joins us every Thursday morning because we have so much fun. And there he is, John. It's just been great to get to know you, and we're all looking forward to meeting you in person someday, but he comes to us from Sacramento. And the third thing Tim wanted us to think about was the SLPs, the kids clubs, the builders club, T Club, Circle K. And these are the future leaders of Kiwanis, and a lot, they'll be leading things. So the training we give them, you know, I have to mention key leader training is a huge thing. Hopefully, I know they're going to take that online this year. I got the chance to go for part of a day last year up to Julian, and that was outstanding. So I've got to thank everybody for supporting the club and the kids and the community. I've got to especially thank Kathy and George. I'm going to guess I call them at least twice a week, it seems like. And I just think they probably look at their phone and go, oh no, what does he want now?
Well, actually, we're happy to hear from you because we're sitting here quarantining.
But they've been a big help, and everybody here, just anytime you have a question, and there's so much experience. I meant to count up the years of Kiwanis experience that, you know, comes to our meetings every week. It's got to be a huge number, and I'm going to do that in the next week or so. But I want to reach out, shake everybody's hand, and give a toast. Grace and I have been sitting here sharing a bottle of champagne. And of course, I have to thank Grace. She allows me to do this, and she's the love of my life. I've known her since 8th grade. So we met at Lewis Middle School, or Lewis Junior High. And to end with, a few months ago, we did a thing. We had a mask contest. So if you have your mask, let's put your mask on now.
Oh, good. Okay.
And we're going to have, I've got somebody who I've asked to be the judge of the mask contest. And she's going to let us know who has the best mask. Hopefully she's still, oh, she is still with us. I can see her looking around. I see some good looking masks there.
Key Club 2020 on mine. This is the brand new Key Club mask from Scripps Ranch.
There you go. If you want to give a sales job about your mask, I guess you can go ahead.
I've got the Hulk.
Mine is reversible.
Ours are handmade.
A glowing one. Wow.
Mine is COVID.
Handmade ours.
Mine lights up.
Love Tony's.
Mine lights up.
Tony's is great.
Tony's is wonderful.
Oh my goodness. This is a lot.
So I'm going to say, do we have a winner?
Who's supposed to pick?
Randy, tell us who's the winner.
I gave you scholarship money.
Who's the head of the scholarship committee for next year?
I
am.
Take a picture of
I like Pam's.
Tony's the winner.
Tony.
I'm deciding between Tony's and Vic's.
I like Tony's.
I like, what's the?
I like Vic.
Let's see Vic again.
Where's Vic?
It's lighting up.
Thought.
It's got blinkies.
Plankton mask.
Oh.
I don't know. That one that Vic's got on is kind of creepy, actually.
I like John Chandler's.
Where's Chandler?
Where's Chandler?
It took it off, but it was good.
Okay.
What is that?
Hurry, I gotta breathe.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go with Vix.
Yay!
Okay, Vic, you will receive in the mail a $20 gift card from Amazon.
Wow.
Ooh.
Wow.
Thank you.
That'll pay for your admission tonight.
I have to thank my wife Judy for providing this wonderful mask.
Really cool. I love
So
it.
we're almost to the end. Let me grab a stage again.
Okay, before you do that, Gary, one more thing. When I talked about the plaque that we're putting up on Mount Soledad, I mentioned that this comes from our Kiwanis Club, but I'd also want everybody to know that this wouldn't have been possible without the very generous support from Larry Hamilton, Jack's dear friend. Larry has known Jack for many, many years, and he's like Jack's family. And we're grateful, Larry, for you helping us do this plaque because it means a lot to all of us. And also, Larry is a person that can do all kinds of things. Besides being a PI, he also can lay bricks. And so bricks up at our triangle were put there by our dear friend, Larry. So Larry, thank you so much for all of your support to our club. We really appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Kiwanis is dear to my heart as well. I was a Circle K-er at San Diego State from 1978 to 83. Unfortunately, my travels in my career took me to different places. It was kind of hard to settle down with Kiwanis, but they're still near and dear to my heart. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you. We really appreciate it.
I'll send you a membership app, Larry.
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
I'm sure you will.
When you're off being a spy or whatever, you could still join us, you know, when you're doing a stakeout.
You're a spy.
There you go. I also have some more presentations. If you guys ever need a guest speaker again someday, I got all sorts of topics to talk about.
Oh, we've got some openings.
Perfect. We'll be in touch with you, Larry. I didn't, there was one more thing I wanted to say. Y'all have been so good to me that I was trying to figure out a gift I could buy for everybody. And I think I found it, given what we've been through this year. It's actually a Kiwanis mask. I don't know if you can see this. But it says, kids need Kiwanis.
Yes.
So you're all going to be getting one of these in the mail pretty soon. They're actually on back order. They're so popular. So.
Oh, thank you, Alan.
Happy to do this. You can walk around with this thing and
thank you.
Kiwanis at the same time when you do have to wear one.
That'll be good for Meals on Wheels.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good point.
True.
Perfect. So thank you very much.
All right.
Thank
you.
I think we're back to you, Gary.
Okay, let's wind this down.
Somebody's banging the gavel.
Musical interlude.
He's got one more. He's got one more trick up his sleeve.
Oh, well, it's just a thought for the night. When I feel no one cares or loves me, everyone's ignoring me, people are jealous of me, I ask myself, am I really that sexy?
No comment.
I believe the meeting is adjourned.
Good job, Gary. Good job.
All of that coming from a disembodied head.
Oh my gosh. Gary, what a great job you did.
But did he get a standing ovation? Is that why he's going
Good job.
to come back out?
Want to see the screen?
Yeah, show everybody how you did this.
I do it?
yeah.
First of all,
I want to see that.
Remove the background?
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, very cool.
Wow.
Okay, that's what you've been working on all day long. Well, you did
Yeah.
a good job.
Bryson, Bryson would walk around with this green screen behind and try to pinch me. So I had the screen split right here.
That's great. That is great. That's
Wow.
brilliant. Good job.
Good job, Gary.
Well, congratulations.
All right,
What a
thank
super
you.
job.
Another happy note. Anybody want to know the Padres score?
Oh, no.
They won. They won.
Yeah,
Kidding.
11-9.
11-9. They won.
Yeah, they had a lot of home runs.
They live to play tomorrow.
I think Myers and Tatis got home runs each.
Yeah.
I'm hoping.
Gary reinforced my notion that 2020 is the year of the weird.